Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani. I welcome you in this daily PIB lesson. In the evening, these videos come both in Hindi and English language, and the Hindu paper analysis videos, they come in the morning. And please do not miss any of these lessons. Very important prelims oriented questions we are discussing these days, and I'm revising you whole current affairs of the past year. So please spread them, share them with your friends also. And this is the English lesson. Let's start the lesson. These are the numbers. There you can call and you can ask for these pen drive courses, and the chat section is available on the website. All these updated courses are available. 60% off is also going on. Now, WTO ministerial meeting of developing countries happened in New Delhi. You see, 16 developing countries plus 6 least developed countries, they took part in it, and the important agenda was that it's an effort to bring together the developing countries and the least developed countries on a platform for sharing common concerns over various issues affecting the WTO and work together to address these issues. Means their agenda is to bring together these two groups because they can create a lot of impact, because right now the more inclination is towards the developed countries. They have more stakes, so they influence all the decisions, and so these big countries, they influence the decisions. And here this mini meeting that happened, that the 2-day important meeting, and all the important ministers from these countries like Bangladesh, CAR, South Africa, they are also giving their concerns, and Barbados, Benin, Brazil, CAR, Chad, China, Egypt, Guatemala, all are in a developing stage. So they want an alternative mechanism because these things are biased towards these Western countries. So this is going to be very, very important. And rules-based trading system that is facing serious and grave challenges. For that, this meeting happened. So UPSC will ask you where this meeting happened, which countries took part in it, and how many countries from developing countries, these are 16, and how many from LDC's group. So 6 least developed countries. So that's important. And for the WTO reform, they are finding new avenues that how they can proceed in this area, because they need cooperation there, because they need to fight with these developed countries. Not fight, but it's actually fighting with the wrong practices which are prevailing in the WTO. Next, champion sector. You see, these champion sectors, they were identified by the group of secretaries. This is the correct statement. They wanted to promote their development and achieving their potential in their respective sectors. This is the professional approach that government is applying now. And the manufacturing sector, that is given to DIPP, that is, which is now DPIIT now. And they are spearheading the initiative for champion sectors. And Department of Commerce, this would coordinate a proposed initiative for the champion sector in services. So services, we have many goals now. We brought up a new policy also. So this Department of Commerce will take care of the services sector, and Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, that will take care of the manufacturing sector. And remember, this DIPP, which is now the DPIIT, this is a nodal agency or the nodal department for the Make in India project also. So that's why it's much more important. And a group of secretaries under the cabinet secretary, they are identifying these sectors. So first they identified 12 important sectors, and right now with this approach, 10 champion sectors they identified, 7 manufacturing related and 3 services related. You see, it was appearing in the PIB data that champions or services sectors refers to 12 identified sectors. So they came up with 12 sectors first, then they came up with these 10 special ones. And you can see medical value travel, transport, logistics, IT and ITS, tourism, hospitality, all are important ones. These are futuristic potential having sectors. And a dedicated fund was also created for that. 5,000 crore rupees fund was given here. Implementation under the overall guidance of committees of secretariat under cabinet secretary, that was created. So monitoring would be done by this important group, committee of secretaries under the cabinet secretary. Remember that. And you see, for the services sector, right now we have important share of 3.3%. Actually, this data was 2015's data. Right now it is 3.1% only. And the global services export, we are exporting 3.1%. And we have set a goal of 4.2% till 2022. So the goal is a smaller one, but for a single country, it's a sufficient one. And in the gross value addition also, 60% addition we are targeting till 2022. So this is the services sector, and this responsibility is given to the Department of Commerce. Okay, 7 manufacturing related sectors and 3 important services sectors. Remember that Make in India would be boosted here. Next, Sustainable Blue Economy Conference. Following statements: First Sustainable Blue Economy Conference was held in Nairobi, Kenya. That is perfectly correct. It organized that and it was co-supported by Japan and Canada. Second conference was held on momentum of this 2030 agenda for the Sustainable Development Goal. That is also correct. India participated here in a maximum number. India is trying to participate in all these sustainable development, climate change, environmental ecosystem programs and initiatives. We are putting our stakes there. So we have been very active here. Oh, so we are also participating here. So D is the correct answer. It is asking for the correct option. So D would be the answer here. Kenya organized it and call to action. That was the Oceans Conference in 17, where this issue was raised, and it was also raised in Paris Climate Change Conference in 15. So Sustainable Blue Economy Conference, that happened in Nairobi, and India is being very active in the Indo-Pacific region. We opened an important Indo-Pacific wing in the External Affairs Ministry. So we are talking about all the issues here. So this is about the blue economy. Yesterday we heard about the Seychelles country that started with the blue bonds. So this is regarding the blue economy. In Kenya this happened. Ramsar Convention, it was established in 1971 and came into force in 75. So it is not a UN convention. Actually UN countries, almost 90% of them, they have acceded to become the contracting parties, but it is not a convention. So first is wrong, second is correct. Third one, it does not consider, it actually considers these underground aquifers and human made sites also. It is considering all the important wetlands wherever there is a wet area. So 3 is wrong and second is correct and fourth is correct. Montrex record, it's a separate list under it where some important changes are going on with these wetland bodies. Two important sites in India, one is Kevla Dev Ghana Abhyaranya in Rajasthan, and the second one is in Loktak Lake, Manipur. These two are under this list, Montrex record. It is Montrex record, remember that. It's a list called record. There is a separate one, Montrex Accord. That's a different one. It's a record. And where ecological changes are happening, these sites are under this particular list. So 2 and 4 would be correct, but it is asking for the incorrect ones. Remember that. Always note down this thing. So 1 and 3 would be correct option here because it is asking for the incorrect ones. The data is given here in the text. You can read here. In 1975, it was enforced, and many sites are recognized under it, and UPSC has been asking many questions regarding the Ramsar site. In 2014 data, 5 questions were there related to Ramsar Convention. Next, agriculture export policy. It's a very important policy. We are targeting doubling our exports. That's correct. But you see, it is about the exports. It is about the trade. So the Department of Commerce is actually given this responsibility, not the Department of Agriculture. So this is wrong. First is correct. Third one is also correct because obviously we are targeting more exports with the indigenous, organic, ethnic, traditional and all these other agri products. So that's important. We have discussed many data regarding the agriculture products previously. So please go through all the videos for the last 1 and 2 months. So 1 and 3 is the correct option here. Second is wrong. These are the objectives of the agriculture policy. We are targeting $60+ billion exports from this area. We are diversifying our export baskets and promoting indigenous, organic and ethnic, all important non-agriculture products also, and integrating with the global value chain as earliest as it is possible. So that's our goal. Next, Parivesh. Parivesh is actually web-based single window system for environmental clearances. That's correct. And you see, government unveiled it in the PIB data. It was appearing, and on 10th of August, when World Biofuel Day was there. So Parivesh was launched by Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change. So it is coming under this ministry. That is correct. But you see, this first option is saying that central and state level authorities only. This is wrong because it is also talking about the district level. So all the levels are covered under it. It is making all the process automated because it is a single window clearance system. Wherever clearances are needed, where central clearance, state-wise clearance or district-wise clearance, all these authorities, when they are giving these clearances, all will be taken on this single window system. And you see, coastal regulation zones, CRZs, they are also covered under it. So holistic app and covering all the areas. Nothing is left here. So this is wrong. Second one is wrong. Only 3 is correct. So it is asking about the incorrect option. So 1 and 2 would be the right option here. D would be the right here. Parivesh, as I told you, proactive and responsive facilitation by interactive virtuous environmental single window hub. Parivesh, and unveiled on 10th of August, Biofuel Day. Single window integrated environmental management system. So that's the data, and in the text you can read all the important informations. CRZs are also covered under it. Next, World Air Quality Report. It was not released by WHO. It was released by Greenpeace and IQ Air, not by WHO. Many lists appeared last year. In one list, we saw that out of 15 most polluted cities, 14 are there in India. And according to this important World Air Quality Report, 7 cities out of 10, they are in India. So this is wrong, and this is also wrong. Only 2 is the correct option, because it is targeting the particulate matter 2.5. That is much more dangerous, and many more deaths are happening in India because of these PM 2.5. So it is targeting this one, and only 2 is the correct option here. You can see out of 10 cities, 7 are in India. From Pakistan, 2 cities, Faisalabad and Lahore, and 1 from China, that is Hotan. Apart from that, all cities are there in India. Gurgaon is the most polluted one, and this report was released by IQ Air, Air Visual and Greenpeace. Okay, World Air Quality Report 2018. This year it is important, so please revise this again and again. Okay, Gurugram is the most polluted one according to it. FSS Act, Food Security and Standards Act. This authority was established by this act because this is the most important aspect here. You see, world is consuming a lot of packaged food. India is going towards this phase where maximum food is packaged food, and all the evaluation, all the quality check, that is being done by this particular body. It is giving this authority, this authorization. So all 3 provisions are correct. These are actually characterizing this important act and this important body. It's again I'm repeating, it's a statutory body established by this particular act of 2006, FSS Act. Okay, D is the answer here. It runs training programs, it gives a scientific advice for the policy making, and it is contributing to all the technical and international standards. So that's correct. You can read here, has been mandated by this particular act, and all these following functions are being there for this particular body. So please read the text here. All the provisions are important. It's a global body, and thanks a lot. Keep watching. We'll meet again tomorrow, maybe Monday, because Sunday is off. So Monday we'll meet again with important questions. If you have some issues with the speed, for a reason I'm going with the speed, because people want maximum information in least time. So you can change the speed in the player also. So thanks a lot. Keep watching.